This video is about the Environmental Stewardship Program that was started in the year 2000 as part of the new Knox County, Tennessee Stormwater Department in partnership with the Water Quality Forum. Hi, I am Martin Pleasant, co-founder and manager of the program. Thank you for listening. Our streams and rivers are polluted. That is what the Clean Water Act was designed to address. The CWA initially focused on discharges from industries and wastewater treatment plants. The act was amended in 1987 to include stormwater runoff from municipalities. If you look at this current map shown here, almost all streams in Knox County, which includes the city of Knoxville and the town of Farragut, are impaired, if you notice the red lines. The main causes of impairments to our streams are sediments, stream alterations, nutrients, pathogens, and other toxins. Everything that gets put on the ground washes into our streams when it rains, such as exposed soils, fertilizers, pesticides, animal poop, brake dust, grit. Anything you can imagine that gets dumped on the ground winds up in our waters. Municipalities maintain a lot of infrastructure and regulate development. Constituents are impacted by this development changes and want assistance. What level of service do we want to provide as a society? Knox County was tasked with improving our waterways and responding to constituent concerns. We realized that Knox County Soil Conservation District were also tasked with the same goals. The Department of Agriculture has several programs that cost share with farmers to implement green practices to improve water quality and address issues on the farm. We decided to create a program modeled after what they do for constituents in Knox County. The Environmental Stewardship Program was born. The goals of the program are to provide better customer service, reduce flood risk, reduce pollution, improve the health of our waterways, and educate the public, contractors, staff, and elected officials about how to achieve these goals. What were some of the green approaches that we used for the Environmental Stewardship Program? Grass swales, bioswales, rain gardens, pocket wetlands, permeable pavers, green walls, streambank restoration, riparian enhancement. All of these things were implemented as part of the program. The next slides are going to show you some applications of these techniques and what were the drivers why people wanted to install them. A common problem is eroding channels. The traditional approach to address the erosion is with riprap, concrete, or pipe. However, the traditional approaches can increase pollution, flooding, and erosion. They also can be challenges to maintain, in particular rock-lined channels. These photos show a before and after of an ESP project where a grass-lined channel was installed using a high-end turf reinforcement mat, also known as a TRM. The TRMs can handle shear stresses similar to rock and are easier to maintain while providing a 30% reduction in pollution. They also cost less to install than a riprap lined channel. The view is from downstream and upstream, and the depth of the eroded channel, if you stood in it, would come up to your shoulders. Rainwater runoff is part of a shared community network. The photos show a large channel that runs along a property boundary of 4 homeowners. Several of them were skeptical that a grass channel could be successful. The large boulders were failing, and erosion was threatening fences and polluting downstream. As you can see, a major improvement of the channel. Now it is easily maintainable, aesthetically pleasing, and helps improve the environment. And we have 4 new believers in Grass Swales. Traditional approaches to deal with streambank erosion has been to use riprap rock on the bank. However, riprap only can help with stability, but doesn't improve stream health. There are several bioengineering approaches that can stabilize a streambank while also improving stream health. The photos show cedar tree revetments, coir logs, and willow fascines. The photos at the bottom show a home that was under threat from the stream. They had used a block retaining wall that was failing. The channel was restored and now protects the home. Increasing imperviousness has increased flooding and pollution. Rain gardens are an aesthetic way to help infiltrate water back into the ground, which reduces pollution and runoff while also creating habitat. The constituent had a new backyard that was flat and had been graded on hard pan clay. Her yard had standing water in it. The rain garden was a beautiful solution. Wetlands are known for their ability to treat pollutants. They also can provide storage and infiltration for surface runoff, and dragonflies love them. This homeowner had a large wet area in their yard that they tried to deal with by installing a French drain, but it failed to dry up their yard. We suggested working with nature instead of against it. Permeable pavers are a great option when you need a hard surface. They allow runoff to infiltrate into the sublayer and treat stormwater. This homeowner had a special needs child who used a wheelchair. We incorporated an ADA accessible path into the project. Retaining walls are a valuable tool to stabilize very steep slopes. Green walls are a way to build them with environmental benefits. This homeowner had a failing slope very close to their home. Using a grid cell with packed sand and plants, we were able to stabilize the slope and provide an aesthetic space. ESP was started with a grant from TVA for $20,000 and ended with a budget of $100,000. The program started slow with 3 to 4 projects a year. Once we found contractors, increasing some staff time, and dedicated more dollars, we were able to do 20 to 25 projects a year. Since 2001, over 260 projects were completed, which included 6 bioswales, 27 rain gardens, 13 streambank restoration projects, 175 grass swales, 6 wetlands, 1 living wall, and 9 projects with permeable pavers. There was over $1 million spent, which includes money from the constituents who cost shared for the program. There were some aspects of the program that were not covered in this video. If you have any questions, send me an email, and thank you for tuning in.